Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've come on today hopefully to get this quick gift bag made. Girls are in the living room playing at the minute, so I should have a minute. I received some dies from Surprise Creation, as if you watched my last video you will have seen, and I got this one. And if you do remember, I did say it screamed out a flap, like a closure for a gift bag. It is actually a journal planner die, which is really nice. I don't really make very many planners, journals and things like that, so I am going to use mine as a bag flap. Obviously I will use it as a journal as well, but I just thought I'd make this really simple and easy bag for anybody that's stuck at home and wants to just be making something. So what I did was I cut out the largest one, and you get this fold with the holes in. So then I also cut it out again, but I cut that strip off just to strengthen it so it's a bit thick for opening and closing it. So I've got no prototype to show you. We are just going to get straight on in. I did get some new cardstock. I know a lot of people did, and it's the Tonic Raspberry Pink Tonic Studios Craft Perfect card. These were 78p a sheet, so you are going to need two 12 by 12 sheets of card. And all I did was I'm going to line my bag flap onto my card, and I'm going to say it's going to come in at 8 1/4 inches. So on one side score at 8 1/4 inches, and then we're just going to give that a 1/2 inch strip to close the bag at the end. And then all you'll do is, this should be 3 1/4 now, 1 2 3 1/4. So you want to make the bottom of your bag 3 1/4. This is just me randomly making up, you know, just I'm making it up. 1 2 3 1/4. So half of that would be 1 1/2 and an 1/8. So you're going to score, let me just double check. So on the same side you want to draw a line in at 9 7/8, and you want to come down to about 7 inches, like that. And then you're going to repeat that exactly the same on the other piece. So we're going to score at 8 1/4, and then 11 1/2, and then turning your bag, score at 3 1/4, and then coming back to that strip, and it was 9 7/8, and then we're going to go down to about 7 inches, about there. And then what you're going to do is take a metal ruler, and then from that last score line up to the point that we did, you're going to put in a score. I'll bring that up and show you in a minute. So from the point, so you're going to have that triangle there. So at the bottom you've got that last score line, you've got your little square. Don't go from the rectangle, go from in up to your point and back to that corner. Just make sure you can see that. And then you want to repeat the same on the other side. So from that corner point, okay, so once you've got that, you can see there, then we can just fold and burnish all of our score lines. This card is really, really beautiful and textured, so you don't really need anything else. It's a nice card on its own. So I hope you're all well and staying safe. So my husband's still working at the minute, and I've got the girls at home. So they're all staying busy. We've done some homeschooling. Layla did some sums this morning. So on this side you've got a little square and a rectangle. You want to cut up the square to that first score and just notch and then just notching out this side on that rectangle. These are new scissors as well. Tonic had quite a big sale on, and these were reduced from, there was nearly £12 down to £3.99, so I thought I would grab myself some of them. So just cut off that little piece, and then you just want to do the same on the other side. So it's going to be quite a big bag, which I like big bags. The reason I haven't done one before the video is because I'll just be stuck with two and I'll run out of places to store them, and I can't give them away obviously because we can't go out. So on that middle score where you scored there, you can just fold that up, bring that up a bit like that, so you've just bent them score lines on the sides, and again and there as well. And then what you're going to do is you're going to attach this side to that side. So I'm just going to use my wet glue and run it along the side. Don't forget I do have a Facebook group where you can share the projects that you make and anything that you make off my videos as well. So you want to line this up from the bottom and then bring it up, and then you can fold that in half and burnish. And then you just want to repeat that, so closing in the other side, and that side will just line up perfectly. Oops. I have had a few people ask about the glue that I use, and it is just the Anita's tacky glue. That I get it from the range. You can get it on eBay and Amazon and places like that. And these little bottles you can pick up again on eBay and Amazon. I was gifted these from Steph Stoker's mum, and they're really nice as well. This is the glue, so you can get a big one. This one's £2.99 in the range, and you can get the smaller one, which I picked that up for £1, and I've never had any issues with it. I also use this glue as well, and you can get that online as well. So then you want to decide where you want your front and back to be. And what I'm going to do is close one flap in, close the sides in, and then bring that top one down. And then on the inside you don't see these tabs from the inside. So shaking the glue. Make sure you line that right up nice close to the edge. And just pop a bit of glue there. And that'll go down in a minute. And then again on this side. So bringing them in. And then you just want to finish it off and make sure you go all the way up to the edge on your last flap. You can use tape if you want to. So bringing that down, and then you can turn it over and just push your hand in. and then the bag will close like that. So obviously I'm sure you're going to guess what I'm going to do now. The flap I'm going to secure on the back, and that will come down onto the front, and then there's something else that we're going to do after. So to make it a bit easier, let's get another piece of card, and I know that I want 8 1/4. Let's get my trimmer out. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, close up my glue. So I want this to be 8 1/4. Would help if I didn't have everything under it. So 8 1/4, and then I'm going to do it by 1 3/4. And then I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and let's measure this flap, and that's a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch on the short side. And then we're going to fold that over, and then we're going to line it up onto here. Okay, so taking your glue, mind the holes. So I'm just going to cover that entire flap. With the glue, and then place this one over the top. Do that again, it's a bit tricky to see. And then we can fold that like so, so that then you've got this shape. Okay, and then what we're going to do is attach this. So slide your flap inside the bag and pull that down. Okay, so the flap is in, right into that bottom score line, and then we're just going to glue all across here. So make sure you put plenty of glue on, and then bring it back up again and just press that in. Okay, you can bring your bone folder in if you want to, and really burnish that down, and then pull your flap out, and then you'll have that nice little closure on the bag. So I'm just going to pause it a minute, and I'm going to bring in my larger Velcro dots. I've got these really big dots, and what I'm going to do is pull one off, and we're going to attach one about there, just under them dots. And then I'm going to get the back and we'll attach that on there. So now you want to line it all up, making sure that everything lines up nice, and then push that on. And I think that's a really lovely way to use your planner dies. And that bag is going to measure 8 1/4 inches by 3 1/4, and it is 9 inches tall. So let me just pull that off, and then we can really flatten that down. And what we can do is, if we just take another piece, and that should be 8 1/4, yeah. So just take another piece, and you want it just shy of 1/2 inch. So do it 1/8 of an inch thinner, and that's going to be 3/8 of an inch. And what you can do is lay it across that piece so it covers it. Okay, I'm just going to put some glue along there. So this bag is where I've just made it up, basically. Just made it up as we've gone along. So lining it up along there, and then leave a little bit of that white poking out, and then it just gives it a nice edge. So now we've covered up the holes, and you can't see where the holes were. I didn't turn my phone off, sorry about that. So now you can close your bag. And then also you've got these little pieces, and you can, I'm not going to put it on because I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but you could put a nice sentiment there, or maybe I'd want it there actually. So yeah, I will stick it on, but I'm not going to write on it. I'll probably cut a die out or something when I decide what I'm going to do with it. So it'll probably be really nice for a birthday, this one. I don't want a handle on mine. I do like bags sometimes that are a bit clutch, you know, kind of like the clutch style bag with no handle, but you could by all means pop a handle on. So I'm going to line that up just in line with the point off there, and then you can pop your message on. But a handle, you could definitely, let's just cut one off actually. Right, so I'm going to go for let's go, we'll go 1/2 inch for this one. You could make yours any size, so we'll do another one. So cut 2 strips at 1/2 inch, and then you want to, they're 1/2 inch by 12, so you're not going to need it that long. But if we just line this up, just to tape that across. So I'm just attaching the 2 pieces, like so, and then bring in your bag. So let's decide how big we want this strap. So I would probably say about there is good enough. So let's see what that measures. So we'll say 15 inches. So put a mark with your bone folder, take your scissors and just cut that off, and then with your scoring board, bring it back in, score 1/2 inch on one end and 1/2 inch on the other end. Fold them in, so fold your 2 little flaps in, 1 and 2, and just take a little tiny wedge off of the sides, like so, and then do that on the other end as well. Okay, and then open up your bag, and what we're going to do, let's take our bone folder and round this off. What I'm going to do is attach one piece under this side, like so. So let's put some glue on. And let's line that up on the side and just hold that in place. And then the next piece will go on that side. Okay, so holding that down, glue on the other end, line it up, and then just fold that around as well. You could do the strap before you put the strip on, and then your strap will be secure under the strip. So then you can close your bag back up, and then you've got a nice handle as well. I quite like that actually. And then you could, just a sec, I've got some nice tulle, and you could just make yourself a nice bow. You could do it in the middle, on the side. I'll do it on the side. And then you could bring it up, you could just cover that little join that we did. And bring it in. You have to fiddle about with it because, you know, you do. So I'll leave it like that, but I'll fiddle about with it for the thumbnail on the video. So you just chop that off, fluff it all back out. And then there you go. There's your nice cute little gift pack. Actually, I think I'll have it back down on the side. But there you go. You don't have to put that bow on. In fact, I'll probably take it off. But I really like it. It's really fun to make. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't have this die, I'm sure you've got another die. A rectangle will do, an oval, anything that you've got. Yeah, it's a really nice size. So you get quite a lot inside there. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Crafting on the fly, if you like. And yeah, if you give it a go, click the link below, join my Facebook group, and you can share yours there. I will leave the link to the Surprise Creation store. You are still getting dies from there, they're just taking a while. Mine used to take about a week, but I'm waiting about 2 to 3 weeks, but you still can get them. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.